Hey guys, to commemorate us getting through all of our hot school candidates, we're going to be giving away a $20 Blizzard gift card. In the event that you want to try to win this, go ahead and follow the link in the description below, and good luck. And we'll see you guys all. Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. In today's lesson, we'll be covering Orphea. She's one of the newer characters here to enter the game, second only to Imperius as of late. Honestly, she's a super fun character to play, very mobile, can do a lot of things, and can deal a ton of damage. Let's see what we can do with her.
For the Nexus.
Alrighty, so we find ourselves on Volskaya Foundry. On the friendly team, we've got Orphea, Chromie, Karazim, Abathur, and the Butcher versus Alarak, Stukov, Murky, Hanzo, Genji. Damn, we have a good comp against this comp. I would be really sad if we ended up losing. Just it's foreshadowing, maybe. Alrighty.
Just an illusion.
So at level 1, I like taking
I remember this. First are you ready?
Ancestral Strength. So what this does is abilities deal more damage to disabled enemies, which will be really awesome because we are going to be personally disabling enemies. So our Q ability is called Shadow Waltz. So we basically do a little whip, a little purple whip in this line here. If it hits an enemy hero, our next movement direction, we're going to dash just a little bit in that direction. Our W ability is called Chomp, and a big old mouth pops out of the ground, dealing a ton of damage, and most of our damage is going to come from our Chomp ability. Our Dread ability, which is our E ability, shoots out a slow-moving thing that at the end of the circle goes ahead and pops up, and if enemies are hit by it, it will slow them. So we're going to go ahead and do that right there. Get a little back in their back line. Come up here, we're going to heal utilizing our talent, which is called Overflowing Chaos. So kind of very similar to the Imperius video like we just did. We're going to come here and take out this real quick. Our abilities hit onto heroes, gain us stacks. In this case, what is it called? Chaos, Overflowing Chaos. And based on how many we have, our next basic attack will heal us for damage done. Now with this Murky, we're just going to kind of hang out for a second, let him use his pufferfish, because that's what we want to see. And we're going to go ahead and take out his thing, because he probably went bribe, which he did, and we don't want him to bribe things. So we're just going to go ahead and make his life a living hell down here. Although the Butcher should come down here and try to get stacks off Murky. I guess you just rather just die in the mid. That's cool too. We're gonna go ahead here, we use that, use our Chomp because we're gonna do 20% more damage when enemies are disabled, and our E ability, having done the slow, does that disable for us. So I come up here, we're just gonna basic attack Murky. And say if we stop him from using his pufferfish, we did our job. Because that means he's not getting any bribe stacks. So let's kind of hang out.
Hey, use your talent.
We're just gonna kind of dance, hence the Shadow Waltz. We're gonna dance just with this Alarak, and at level 4 we're going to take Fright. And so what this does is it makes the path of our E ability also apply the slow. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this Murky.
Aren't enemies supposed to be scary?
I'm just going to do a little bit of damage at Stukov, and we'll kind of back up. We got Butcher down here.
This is what it takes.
We're going to go ahead and just pop this here to help out the Butcher. Go ahead and let him get all that meat. And we're going to come up here to the objective. We should be able to really bully most of this team. Oh, watch out for Hanzo. He's going to do his scatter shot here. Oh, go ahead and hit him a couple times. I'll just back it up a little bit. Hit Genji. Oh, Genji.
I'll keep going.
Alright, well, we got in some good damage on that Genji. Looks like Murky already bubbled, so we'll just back up a little bit. Go ahead and toss that in there to get some slows out on the situation. Butcher. I just want to get hit with my basic attack so I can get my heal. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and throw in a slow there, dealing that more damage.
Symbiote implanted.
Gotta back off.
Augmented.
We're gonna go ahead and hit our sippy cup. And wait here. It looks like Chromie already finished her W quest. Solid. Go ahead and throw our slow into the situation. Hit that Genji, get back our heals. I was hoping he'd kind of stay,
I'd say so.
but he didn't. He ended up not staying. Just waiting for our Charism to come back. We only have technically 4 people. At level 7, we're going to take Ravenous Hunger, which is going to allow our Chomp ability to gain stacks as it kills things. We'll gain 1 stack for killing minions, and we'll gain 20 stacks for killing heroes. Oh man, that slide barely got me. Go ahead and do that, and that's going to give that Butcher tons of meat. Just kind of hang out here real quick. I don't really want the Triglov, but I guess I'll take it. We're just gonna go ahead and take down some stuff. Let's go ahead and pop up this Q.
Try me. I'm glad someone benefits from my suffering.
There we go, and deal some damage on that Stukov, although we're missing.
Even I'm
Got him. Go ahead and hit that Genji. Do a little bit more damage here.
killing spree.
Almost got him again. Okay, I want these stacks.
We'll make adjustments.
So we'll go ahead and get some stacks there. I'm gonna go down here and help out Butcher to make sure that we get these Murky kills. He's letting him get a bunch of stacks, which is not fortuitous for us. Butcher, use hamstring.
Even I'm impressed.
Go ahead and get that Butcher some stacks. We're gonna go ahead and get the Butcher some more stacks here. Have at it. Now we're gonna come rotate up. Murky's gonna get those as we left, but
I need a
come on.
strap.
Oh yeah, that's what we wanted. And we're gonna go ahead and that Genji is dead. At level 10, we are going to take Crushing Jaws. And what this does is it pulls targets into an area, stunning them. Let's see how does it describe it? After 1.25 seconds, stuns them for half a second. So in this big square area here, the sides come in, close down on the whatever enemies are inside, stunning them and dealing damage. I'm just gonna let this kind of happen here, and then we're gonna come in here and go ahead and get some stacks.
I cast a long shadow.
We're gonna come up here. Oh, dude. Butcher got Alarak, so that's all good there. He can see us, that's fine. We'll go ahead and give Butcher some more stacks there. I want to watch out, actually. Alright, who is that? We're going to try to help out our Charism.
Your enemies just can't keep it together.
We went ahead and helped out. We're going to go ahead and stun these people in here. Oh, man. That was a solid leap by that, Oh, damn it. There's a solid leap by that Hanzo to leap even though there wasn't any terrain to jump over or anything like that. That was a very smart play by him. That was really good. Can't even be mad at that. And temporal loop does a thing.
A protector is almost ready. Access its terminal when
So now Orphea, she's really good at pretty much almost everything. She's really solid at taking down minions, taking down heroes. No.
Just go away and don't come back. Dead already. How pathetic.
terminal activated.
Hey, and because we hit him so close to when he died, we got 20 stacks from him. And we'll take that, 'cause it's going to make our Chomp do some insane damage. I've had Chomps hitting as hard as like 1600 by the end of the game. At level 13, I like to take determination. So after we do our little charge from our chaos, we actually gain spell damage. And we're just staying on top of these waves. We're not doing anything too exciting. Gonna get popped for a slow or not. They wanna play. They gotta come into us. Ooh, that was a nice. That was a solid counter strike there. It didn't have enough cooldown there to hit with another Chomp.
Don't ask me where they go when they
Go ahead, and I just threw my little damage there too. On top of that temporal loop. Not that it really did much, but. What? Alright, so we dealt the damage to Alarak, making him back out. And we're going to go ahead and grab this.
Impress me here.
I want to drive this time.
Protector is waiting for you.
Not far enough.
What? Punch! Alright, we're going to go ahead and back off because I don't want to lose this thing. I'm not getting any value in it, so we're going to go ahead and pop that. We're going to come down here. We're going to take this guy out.
one less fort to deal with.
I'll rotate back. Then we're gonna lock down this fort here. Unless we can get Stukov, which we got him. Come on, take him out.
Strange. I did not expect the protector to be this frequent.
Go ahead and take him out. And we got to silence Genji.
Double?
And so, yeah, made some things happen. We need to take this out quick, though.
That fort. I can
All right, at level 16, we're going to take Lurking Terror. And what this allows us to do is after we use our E ability, I'll show you right here on this next minion wave that's going to spawn up here, we can actually use our Chomp ability from the location of our E ability. So we can go ahead and do this, and then pop it and Chomp from that location. So it helps us be a little bit safer, not only in hitting minions, but it allows us to do some crazy unexpected damage to heroes as well if they are not paying attention. Who's Murky fighting over here? Karazim? Oh, that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be free stacks for Butcher
goodbye.
if he wants them.
Acceptable combat performance.
I don't need the turret. We got other people over there, so we're gonna go ahead and
Go away and don't
do this and take out Murky's egg. Because that's what we can do, utilizing that Chomp ability. Go ahead and pop this out. Oh, had that hit that Murky, he might have been dead. Oh no! That was really solid. That the Stukov silence stopped us there. We went in way too far. We should have just finished off that fort. Kind of following Butcher's lead. I thought maybe I could help him out a little bit. And when you see 4 enemies that you might be able to chomp or crush with the crushing jaws, it's like it's too inviting. Yeah, just that turret should be enough to stop him up. Okay, so now here we'll be able. We're gonna come down here. We probably not gonna be able to do too much in a way to stop this. I mean, that fort's gone, but we're still gonna head down into this way, just to how about Butcher? Would no. Sometimes you just don't push it, even if you're gonna intend on canceling it. And we're just using our chomp so that we can get more stacks. We're currently at 93 stacks. Not the greatest, but you know, we're just gonna keep getting them where we can. Karazim going in a little ham there. He's gonna kill Hanzo over here on the side. Ah. Ah. Ran out of cooldowns. Just hit the Genji. Nice silence by the Stukov to save the Genji for the time being, but the Stukov is gonna die, and then the Genji is soon gonna follow. Butcher, I swear to God. Charge. No charge. Okay, at level 20, we're going to take Eldritch Conduit. What this does is, so every time that we consume our Chaos ability, it's going to increase our spell power by 3% up to a maximum of 30%. That means that if we are constantly weaving in our basic attacks, we can have 30% extra spell damage. Which will be quite a bit of extra damage to like crushing or to chomp. Sorry.
My head hurts.
And Murky's egg is dead. Murky's just chilling up here. We could go take out Murky, but I feel like Butcher doing Butcher thing is gonna need our help first. Again, Genji's not terrible. What? Where did the... I don't even understand how he didn't take damage there. I don't even know. I guess Stukov popped him with a heal at the exact second that I did everything to him. His head. All right. And that's why we take Lurking Terror.
They never know what I'm capable of.
So we're able to do that big damage from far away. And so we could just wait. Now when Orphea first came out, that chomp from the Lurking Terror didn't share a cooldown with your regular chomp, so you could hit somebody with 2 chomps right like at the same time, and it was just ridiculous.
You need a gunner to use the protector's weapon.
Go ahead and lock down the Genji. Oh man. Go ahead and give some shields out there. Guess we'll punch this Murky.
Just burning through their keys, aren't you? I like
All right, and lock that down. Butcher gonna get the kill, but he might die. Let's give him a shield. All right, let's lock this down.
Where'd you learn to kill things like that?
Oh, we're gonna back out. And go ahead and lock it down again. Deal this damage to this keep. Go ahead and throw down our ability and use a chomp.
Engineers have made good progress with them.
Don't ask me where they go. Double shield.
Okay. And as you can see at the bottom there, that is our level 20 ability, so that's our bonus spell power.
Triple kill.
Exceptional work. Let's keep it up.
Killing spree. Your enemies just can't keep it together. This is what it takes.
Exceptional work. Let's keep it up.
Step out again. I dare ya. Pepito rules.
Victory.
That wasn't my best game as Orphea. I really enjoy her. She is a fun hero. I've really liked kind of ever since she came in. I played her quite a bit. And usually, like, if you can get into instances where you're able to just stack up that chomp, oh man, it can get to some ridiculous damage. But talent-wise, at level 1, we took Ancestral Strength, and so that our non-heroic abilities dealt 20% more damage to stunned, rooted, silenced, or slowed enemies, which pairs us our Chomp and even our Shadow Waltz, our Q, pairs it really well with our E ability because it does add that slow. And at level 4, we took the Dread Slow, the Path, also slowed heroes. So that was just to make sure that we get more slows out there so we could do that extra 20% damage. We took Ravenous Hunger at level 7 so that when minions died within 1.5 seconds of being hit by Chomp, it permanently increased our damage by 2, and it healed us for 60. Now, heroes that died, we actually gained 25% of our maximum health, and gained 20 stacks of the Ravenous Hunger. So the healing part is nice, but the main reason when we do it is for the extra damage out of the Chomp. At level 10, we took Crushing Jaws. Now her other ult, Eternal Feast, I think is what it's called. That ability used to be broken on that particular map, where if they were so if you lost the objective and the what the hell is it called? The Triglov Protector was sitting there, and the enemy was trying to get into it. If you threw her other ult on it, it would just constantly be hitting that, and they couldn't actually get into the Triglov, and so it was like you won it anyways. It was pretty broken. Blizzard fixed that by making it so that damage doesn't take you out of channeling to get into it. But level 13, we took Determination. With this, after whenever we used our dash ability, we gained 50 spell armor against the next enemy ability. And then also, while we have Determination, so while we have that spell armor, our physical damage is increased by 15%, so we're doing more damage with our basic attacks. At level 16, we took Lurking Terror so that we could do that Chomp ability from a distance, as you saw when we killed that Alarak on the point. That was kind of the main time that you would take that. And at level 20, we took Eldritch Conduit, which every time that we consume one of our talent, the Overwhelming Chaos, every time that we consumed one of those, we gained 3% spell power up to 30%. Just means that once you're doing damage, you're going to be doing more damage. As far as talent deviation, I personally, this is really almost the only build that I've really played around with. I've tried so Endpoint, otherwise known as Just the Tip. If you're using your Shadow Waltz ability, the very end of it, if you hit enemies with the very end of it, you do 75% more damage with it. But really, honestly, this Ancestral Strength pairs so well with any other heroes. It's almost like a 20% buff to yourself almost all the time. Allegrissimo, so hitting heroes with the end of the Shadow Waltz sets its cooldown to 1 second. So if you were really solid at the Q ability, which honestly, I'm okay with it, but it can be pretty difficult to hit people sometimes. You could do a lot of damage with the Shadow Waltz damage plus the cooldown reduction here. And then add Backbiter, so Orphea dashes back after Chomp, and then you gain health. So you can gain a 10% maximum health. I personally, being able to slow people pretty much on demand is more valuable to me. Now, you do see sometimes heroes taking Mind Devour if you're building into like an E build. And so this is when you hit heroes with your Dread ability, you can increase its damage. And then if you hit enemies with the eruption of it, so like the pop, set the cooldown to 6 seconds and refunds mana. I never really have any mana issues on Orphea though, but I really like the Chomp increase because of once we get Lurking Terror, it just adds so much utility to that. Eternal Feast, I kind of said that, but so Eternal Feast is pretty cool if you're trying to hold down an area, which that map we were, but Crushing Jaws just sets up for such a bitter like wombo combo potential, so that's why I took it in that case. And then at level 13, you can take Abysmal Symbiosis, and that would grant more chaos, so you automatically get maximum chaos when you hit a hero with your Chomp. It's pretty good, but I like the spell armor, plus you get that 15% extra damage there. And then an Invasive Miasma, it's kind of like for a heal, damages enemies around you. It's okay, but I find that the spell armor is just more valuable typically in most cases for me. And then, so if you were going a Q build, the Bond of Anguish, taking Shadow Waltz deals % health. It's pretty solid against like some larger heroes, like if you're fighting like a Cho'Gall, Stitches, Asmodean, something like that. You're going to be doing pretty big damage with your Q ability, plus healing yourself for 50% of that damage done. So it'll make you pretty tanky against targets like that. However, being able to do that Lurking Terror from being able to Chomp from a distance is just so valuable. It lets you do your big damage combo without putting yourself in danger. And then at level 20, I like Eldritch Conduit just because it's extra spell power damage when fights are going on for a while. But you can also take like Engulfing Oblivion makes it so that when people that are hit with the Crushing Jaws, they get reduced armor. And then also it's if you get takedown, your ult comes back and goes to 5-second cooldown, which is pretty nuts. So it's pretty nice to be able to keep doing that over and over in the event that you wanted to do that. And then Final Toccata, Shadow Waltz cooldown resets after dashing. So in the event that you hit a target and you dash or whatever, you can actually use the cooldown to gain the cooldown of Shadow Waltz. So it basically makes it so that you can be extremely mobile. So once again, so for the next 6 seconds, dashing with Shadow Waltz resets its cooldown. So that means that if you're hitting a target and you're doing the dash, you automatically can use Shadow Waltz again. So it allows you to really be much more maneuverable against your targets. But I like the Eldritch Conduit because I like seeing big numbers. I like seeing a Chomp hit for 1200 plus. But let's see who's next. Next is going to be Probius. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great